let's have a whopper and get me to the church on time. Oh, that's what's going on there. I'm pressing the button. I'm pressing the button. We got the Panthers taking on the LA Rams coming up in a minute on Fox. I'm genuinely excited to see how this game goes, but I'm just hanging out on live for a little bit before I grab dinner and stuff. Uh, Laying in bed right now because it's fun, and honestly, I'm actually in a little bit of pain. Another thing I want to try is, so apparently I could do this. Ooh. A friend just sent some. Sorry about that. Somebody just sent me a work message, so I had to go and respond to that. Um, Big event we got coming up in April, so I have to make sure that everything's going to be going well for that. We got a lot of stuff going on for this. We already got 41 events scheduled for the big event, 3-day event. We're looking to have 100, and I'm really excited to say that that's probably going to happen. But unfortunately, sometimes you never know with just the way the world is. And unfortunately, sometimes stuff doesn't work out the way you want it to do. Like, for example, when I was playing F125 today, and I upped the difficulty to 70, and I was like, yeah, I think I can handle that on a controller. Nah, I finished 19th, crashed my teammate. It was bad. I lost over 1,500 points in focus. It was so bad, man. It was so fucking bad. And then I got to find some way to get 800 man hours of labor done in fucking 16 linear hours. That's not possible. Um, that's going to be really interesting. It's genuinely going to be really interesting to see how that goes. Because unfortunately, we don't have a machine to do it for us, but if we could find one, that would be great. Plenty of stuff going on. The trapezoid believes the Carolina Panthers are going to win this football game. And I think Matthew Stafford's going to throw a couple of touchdowns, but I think Bryce Young's going to end up doing better. Hello, Artuo Moda. I thought that was going to say Archie Moreno, and I was about to crash out because of the Angels. But yeah, it's fun. 4, 8, 12, 16, 24. I'm doing math. I'm standing here. I need to do a different thing. Hold on. Hold on. I know what I've got to do. I need to check something out. Is this gonna work how I want it? I think it will. I think it will. Unfortunately, I need now is my tripod, my handy dandy tripod. So I'm gonna put you guys down for a minute. Hello, Glean. Hello, everybody. Unfortunately, the selfie stick ain't gonna work, so we're gonna do it this way. Boom, 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 boom. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. It's not for this. Or is it? Yes, it is. I think so. Excellent. 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 I'll be right back with you guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. The thing fell down. The thing fell down and it didn't do the way. Hello, Allison. Hello, Chuck. Hello, Mary. How is everybody? 100 plus 402 is 502. Welcome to the live. And unfortunately, this is just a piece of crap. This tripod is a piece of crap. So unfortunately, we're not going to be using it. We're not going to be using the tripod because it's a piece of garbage. It's a piece of garbage. It's a piece of garbage. Ba 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 boom boom. How did I turn my heating pad on? That is bad. That could have explained the smell of why it smelled like something was burning when I didn't know what it was. Early in the morning. Early in the morning. All right, we got Bryce. Oh, Cam Newton is here. Cam Newton is here hitting the drum for the Carolina Panthers. Thank you for subscribing, Allison. I appreciate that. I genuinely appreciate the subscriptions. That makes me happy. All right, we're about to watch the National Football League. You have subscribed. Thank you so much. All right, we have some major news. The Mariners will be on the first Sunday Night Baseball game of the year. We're thinking about stuff. All right. The Rams are going to kick off. The Rams are kicking off from right to... Wait, hold on. Rams kicking off from left to right. Panthers going to receive going from right to left. Looks like we're going to have potentially a 12th man on the field for this kickoff, just due to the fact that yes, we are going to get a 12th man on the field for the kickoff. He is allowed to hold the football and then must immediately run off the field. At no point can he do anything other than that. And welcome to the beginning of Super Wild Card Weekend in the National Football League as we go. And that's going to get to the landing zone, and that's going to get caught at the 19-yard line, and he's going to get up to about the 36-yard line. About 16 yards on the return. Bryce Young comes out, 1st and 10 at about the 35-yard line. They're calling it the 35-yard line. Bryce Young, high school class of 2020, Heisman Trophy winner 2021. First pick in the 2023 NFL Draft by the Carolina Panthers. Week 13 at the versus the Rams, 15-20, 206 yards. Bryce Young comes out, single back, split formation, one tight end to the bottom of the screen, one tight end to the left. Got a man in motion. Thank you for loving my vids. That's going to be a handoff to the halfback number 5, who's going to go forward for about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Here we go. 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard from the 2nd and 8 from the 2nd and 9 from the 36-yard line, 37-yard line. What? In this house, we obey the laws of thermodynamics. 2nd and 9. Panthers looking. Panthers come out. Trips to the left. Trips left. One receiver to the right. Single back. Man in motion is the receiver. Bryce Young dropping back. Looking to throw. Pass is incomplete. No flag. 3rd down and 9 from the 36-yard line. 3rd down and 9. 3rd down and 9 here. What's going to happen? Nothing's happening yet. Excuse me. All right, I gave him what he needed. And that is going to be a 4th down after a gain of about 7 on a run play right there. Nothing major there. It's going to be 4th down and about 2 yards here. They're calling it 4th and a yard from the Carolina 45. Chris Shula, defensive coordinator for the Panthers. Why are you, Chris? Oh no, is he the offensive coordinator? 4th and 1. Panthers are going for it. Panthers go for it a lot on 4th down. I imagine some sort of modified tush push or a run play. Panthers like to, it's gonna be an offset I formation, and Young looks rolling to his right, coming out, throwing, pass is incomplete. The Rams will take over at the Carolina 45-yard line. Well, thank you. I'm glad you love football, Allison. Rams take over at the 45-yard line. That was just a bad play design. The Rams got pressure into the backfield. With 1, actually, and unfortunately what ended up happening was Bryce Young rolled to the right, and he was unable to complete the pass. He actually probably could have ran for the 1st down. When you play with that extra down, whether you play with that 4th down. All right, Stafford looking to throw. Stafford moving left to right. Stafford steps up, throws, pass. Caught by number 12 at the 29-yard line. 1st down. That's Puka Nacua. Bye. See you later. That's Puka Nacua. Gain of about, 60? Gain of about 16 yards on the play. Number 7 on the stop. Number 7 and number 98 actually combined to make that stop. And here we go. It's 1st down. We've got a run play here, and that's going to go forward. They're just going to fall forward for about 6 yards from Williams. 2nd down and 4. Sorry, they're calling it 2nd down and 5. Gain of about 5 on the play. Matthew Stafford had a 65% completion percentage with 277 yards a game and a 46-8 touchdown interception ratio in the regular season. Those last 2 led the NFL in all time. Single back, big 3 tight ends to the right. And Stafford throws to Nacua, who's going to catch it, and after the catch, going to get down to probably the 14, 15-yard line. 1st down. Rams in the red zone. Rams driving. Rams are driving here. Matthew Stafford looking good. Unfortunately, Bryce Young was unable to get that. They went 4 and out on their first drive. Unable to complete on 4th down and 1. Here we go. Stafford puts the mouthpiece back in. Stafford, 14 seconds on the play clock. 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Stafford looking, throwing, pass, caught. Puka Nacua, touchdown, wide open. 6-0 Rams, 11:35 to play, 1st quarter. Puka Nacua just absolutely ran an amazing route. He lined up at halfback, and he runs out, beats number 21, just wide open, catches the football in the front of the end zone for a touchdown. The Los Angeles Rams are up 6-0 on the Carolina Panthers. Unfortunately, I actually picked the Panthers to win this game, but it's fun. We're having fun. Kick is up, and it is good. 7-0 Rams, 11:35 to play, 1st quarter. Rams to kick off to the Panthers. Panthers get their 2nd drive. Panthers get their 2nd drive. Second drive in the morning. Do you hear the 2nd drive? As Fox goes to commercial. The next game will be on Amazon Prime. Tomorrow, the Buffalo Bills will play at Jacksonville at 1 o'clock on CBS. Jim Nantz, Tony Romo on the call. And then we've got another Fox game later tomorrow in the wild card, and an NBC game. And then ESPN's Monday Night Football. All right. Jay Glazer, John Harbaugh told him that while a ton of teams have reached out to him about their openings, he's going to take a time over the weekend and narrow it down to 3 or 4 openings, which I think that's probably the right thing to do. I think that's absolutely a good idea to see what he can do with those openings. There are plenty of openings for John Harbaugh, and I also believe that potentially if the Bills are an early exit this year, and I have the Bills losing to Jacksonville tomorrow, if the Bills are an early exit, I could see Sean McDermott being fired, and I would immediately, and I mean immediately, want to hire. I would immediately want to hire John Harbaugh. Obviously, there's the Rooney Rule and everything. And with the Rooney Rule, you have to go ahead and interview at least 2 minority candidates. And I do believe that there are potentially minority candidates out there that would be a good fit for the Buffalo Bills. I believe that, honestly, if Mike Tomlin gets bounced and the Bills get bounced, I actually think it might be a good idea for the Bills and the Steelers to just make a straight up trade. Be one of those ones where it's like one of you gets a better deal by having a different head coach, just getting a different change of scenery. But Mike Tomlin might retire at the end of next season. Mike Tomlin is going into the final year of his deal. Four plays, 45 yards, minute 51. Off the clock. Puka Nacua, 14-yard touchdown pass. Or touchdown catch from Matthew Stafford. We are looking at here, and there's another gentleman holding the football. There's 12 men on the field. And here we go. It's the kickoff, and that's kicked off. It's going to land in the landing zone. Going to get picked up at about the 7-yard line. Panthers are going to get tripped up. They're not even going to get back to the 18-yard line. Pretty good strategy there from the kick return. I am absolutely excited about how that went, as we get to see Carolina and see if they can actually do something with this. Unfortunately, it's my belief that Carolina probably won't be doing anything today. Here, based on what I've seen so far, I think Carolina is going to get blown out. I think Carolina is going to get blown out. Here we go. Rams moving right to left. Rams come out, single back, 2 wide receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Man in motion. Now it switches the formation. Bryce Young looking, throwing, pass, caught, gain of about 8 yards. 2nd down and 2. They're calling it 2nd down and 3. Gain of about 8 yards there. Bryce Young looked poised in the pocket. Bryce Young is looking better. He looked a little bit frazzled last year. Dave Canales, 2nd season as Panthers head coach, 13-21 record. 1st playoff appearance. Division winner. They're in a very strange form. They're in single back big. Single back big. Bryce Young hands it off to his halfback, who's going to get down for about 5 yards. 1st down, Carolina. We got a 1st down for the Panthers there. They are having the chains out there. Now, we may have to go back to the chain gang, depending on how weather is. This game was scheduled to potentially be affected by weather and other nonsense. And unfortunately, we've got Bryce Young here. 3 wide receivers to the right. 1 tight end. Now they split the formation. With a man in motion, Bryce stands up, stands in the pocket, passes it off to number 30 with a dump off, gets up to about the 38-yard line. That's going to make it 2nd and about 4. Gain of 6 on the play. They're calling it a 6-7. I don't know why they're calling it a 6-7, but 6-7 on a Merry Christmas. 6-7 on a Merry Christmas. 3 wide receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Bryce Young, shotgun formation, no single back, nobody in the backfield, and he is sacked, but there's a flag, and I think it's going to be holding against Carolina. And there is an injured Panther. Referee 79, 10-yard penalty, and to add injury to insult, number 79 is the injured Carolina Panthers. He's down holding his knee. Bryce Young sacked. They took the loss of 10 there. Yeah, he just got run over, injured on the play, and committed holding. Medical staff is out. And they stepped aside. Six, seven on a Merry Christmas, 6-7 on a Merry Christmas, and a 6-7 New Year. We wish you a Merry 6-7. We wish you a Merry 6-7 and a 6-7. 6-7 we bring to 6-7 your peer. 6-7 on 6-7 with a 6-7 year. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. I wanna be 6-7, like no 6-7, never 6-7. To 6-7 is my real 6-7. To train him is my 6-7. It's time to talk about Andy Ditch. It's ridiculous. I can't believe what the poop squatch did. He did so much stuff. The Falcons have completed their interview with Clint Kubiak. I think that's great, but why would you hire him? You should hire someone. No, hiring Clint Kubiak doesn't make any sense. We got an injured Carolina Panther. It was a 5-yard sack from Bryce Young. Ikwanu was injured during the play, and he also had a offensive holding, which was declined on the play. So that added injury to insult for him. Saquon is advertising Old Spice. Why did I think Old Spice was a beer? Peyton Manning! Peyton Manning! Peyton Manning! Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning's a really cool dude. I actually really enjoyed him playing football. He played for my Indianapolis Colts for a while, and then won Super Bowl. Went 1-1 in the Super Bowl with the Colts, and unfortunately also went 1-1 in the Super Bowl with the Broncos. We are back. The Panthers are moving from right to left. Panthers come out. It's going to be 2nd down and 15 after that sack. It's going to be a 5-wide receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. No, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be Bryce Young, shotgun formation. They actually called it 3rd down and 9. Young steps up. Pass is incomplete into the area of number 4, but it was well overthrown. 4th down and 9 coming up. I'm going to imagine that the Panthers are going to come out in punt formation. Panthers are down 7-0. 9:34 to play. First quarter. 9:34 to play, first quarter. 4th and 9. Panthers are punting. Panthers are going to punt. Is that the former Bills punter, Martin? Bills have had a bunch of punters come through, unlike back in the drought when Brian Moorman was the greatest Buffalo Bill of the drought. And Ryan Lindell. They were the... Oh, that punt almost got blocked, but he gets it off. And it's going to be... It's going to be caught at about the 8-yard line, and he is going to be there. And, yeah, he's going to get... Computer, what is 800 divided by 16?
800 divided by 16 is 50.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the LA Rams at their own 7-yard line. They are moving from left to right. They come out with 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, and they're going to hand it off here on 1st down and going to gain about 2 yards here. 2nd down and 8. Second down and 8, and Ikwunu is being carted to the locker room, unfortunately. That's not good if you're the Carolina Panthers. That's an offensive lineman who, unfortunately, he did give up a sack on the play where he got injured, but he is also one of your offensive linemen. 2nd down and 6. I'll have an update when they have it for me. 2nd down and 6, one receiver to the right, 3 to the left, one single back shot, pistol formation for Stafford. Stafford dropping back, looking, throwing, pass is caught by Nakua. Nakua up to the 23-yard line. 1st down, Los Angeles. Rams offense has a pretty... Oh, Kevin Dotson from the offensive line of the Rams is out today, unfortunately. Kyron Williams, Blake Corum, Devontae Adams, Puka Nakua, and there was one other guy who was a back and receiver. All right. Devontae Adams is number 17. They're coming out in single back. Big. With... Actually, single back trips right. Single back trips right, and man in motion is the tight end, and they're just going to hand the football off to the halfback, and he's going to push forward for about 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Puka Nakua is having a great game today. Like, an absolutely great game. The thing with wide receivers is Tom Brady was really good at this. You have to throw the wide receiver open in a way that doesn't get them sent to the hospital. 2nd down. Puka Nakua, 24 catches, 374 yards. 74 yards. And that's going to be a handoff to the left and gain of about 4. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1 coming up. Puka Nakua is running some amazing routes today. And he's actually drawing a lot of coverage, and he's getting open and catching. He has the Rams' single touchdown on the day, a 14-yard catch. And it's going to be 3rd and 1. And they're just breaking the huddle with 13 seconds left in the... Matthew Stafford's 4 for 4 with 52 yards. Puka Nakua is 4 for 4 on 4 targets for 52 yards. They're lining up in the single back big. They're going to run, and they're not going to get it. They're going to get stuffed. It's going to be 4th down and 2, actually. They're actually going to lose yardage. This orange soda is delicious. Like, I highly recommend orange soda. Like, if you've never had orange soda, go get it. The trapezoid commands it. Go get some of that there orange soda. Do you hear the people singing this song? I didn't want to do that. I don't understand split view. I don't understand it. And that's going to be a punt that's going to go down to about out of bounds at the 18-yard line. They managed to successfully flip the field here. Carolina's offense has not been doing well. So I imagine some interesting things are going to be happening here as they go to commercial break again. Because unfortunately, the NFL playoffs needs to make their money.